Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, and we're here for another podcast. I'm Tom Young, your host, financial coach on WBBP, WMBA Radio, all-round coach for a lot of people, literally around the world. And I'm so humbled and grateful for the people that follow me, send me prayers. Next week, it'll be a year ago that I had open heart surgery. And what a blessing. I believe that I'm healthier today than I have been in many years in my life because of that. And I take no meds. I work out every day. And I try and work hard to keep myself very healthy and active and ongoing. I'll be 76 in September, on the 20th of September, and I could be 46. It doesn't feel any different to me than I remember it ever felt in the past. Our message today is the secret to money efficiency. And I have really been talking about this, so things will really change your thinking, is really what it amounts to. You know, the statistics show that 95% of the people end up dead or dead broke. And I believe that the reason for that is a couple of things. Number one, we as human nature succumb to being coached by what we perceive, our perception. You know, our perspective is how we see the world, but our perceptions are driven by experience, what we read, what we see. And we get a lot of advice from people that we would look at and look up to because of their position, whether it's the boss at work, the HR guy at work, the neighbor, the candlestick maker, whoever. But we are all influenced by other people and their thinking. Now, that influence that comes from those other people, just because they have the ability and they lead you to believe they're an influencer, does that really make the influence that they're imposing on you, uh, does it make it right? Or does it make it real? Uh, you know, the 6 inches between our ears. I have a quote today, Mahatma Gandhi. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. And there is so much power in that. When I think of the four rules of the financial world, which is Wall Street, the banks, the government, and the politicians. Did I ever tell you my word for politics? Poly is many, ticks are blood-sucking insects. And I don't care which side of the aisle they're on, they all succumb to the influence of being a politician. Being a politician does not make them right, doesn't make them wrong, but it doesn't make them a leader either. And we elect people because they speak good. How many politicians have been elected and went to Washington where they really didn't have any credentials, no educational credentials, no experience credentials that would lead you to believe that they were qualified for that job? If it was a business and they were hiring people to do politicians' jobs, I think the criteria would be a whole lot different. That's why I like so much what Donald Trump is doing. I don't care whether you like him, hate him, or not. It doesn't make a darn bit of difference to me. I like what he's doing. He's an outsider, and he's got to fix the government and what has been going on for decades in our government, the deep state or whatever you want to call it. It has been going in the wrong direction. And you know, the old philosopher is, you know, all great countries die. Rome died. You know, Rome was a really influential thing, and then the wrong people got in charge. You know, they became leaders and they destroyed it. And what we have seen in the last decades is the wrong people leading our country and almost purposely destroying what you and I believe in, what America really stands for. People that come here and they bring their country, their what they're running away from, they bring it with them. That is wrong. Those people do not belong in our country. When you come to America, you come looking for the American dream, and you learn and you assimilate into our society and become part of this great, great, one of a kind world society that has existed on the planet since the beginning. There was nothing else like it ever before, and will never be anything else like it again. I don't believe. That's my thoughts. But this secret to money, we have to understand that the four rules that the financial world applies, I want all your money, more ongoing, keep forever, give back as little as possible. Those are four rules. And if you think of everything that you are promoted to do with your money to supposedly create some kind of security for your future, it really moves all of the control of your money to the financial world. Now, maybe you're okay with that, and maybe you don't want to learn, but the 6 inches between your ears, you're in control of. Personal growth is not optional. You either decide to grow you, or the financial world will grow you into what they want you to be, and they will take all of your money and render you in the 95% dead or dead broke people when they reach retirement. There are four questions that I talk to people about. I've never met anybody that didn't want the answer to those four questions. How much money do I have to save between now and retirement so that I will have enough money when I get there that the income will last me throughout my life expectancy with adjustments for inflation? Number two, how much interest do I have to earn on that money? Again, so I'll have enough money to provide income throughout my life expectancy with adjustments for inflation. Question number three, what is the date? Do you really know the date of retirement? And when that date comes, the question will be, how much will you be willing to lower your lifestyle in order to be able to retire and have enough money to last you throughout your life expectancy with adjustments for inflation? Those are the four questions that I ask in about 20, 30 minutes in a meeting in my office with anybody that comes in. I always make people two promises. I'm not going to ask you to buy anything, and I'm not going to force a second meeting. You have to want a second meeting to go forward. And in that process, I will ask you to fill out a questionnaire. I will explain to you the unique process that I follow that is centered around a software called Circle of Wealth. And the man that created this, Don Blanton, he's a 40-year close personal friend that I've had. I met him, and he has been of great influence in my life. And to this point in time, he has created a curriculum for colleges, and the University of Florida has adopted the curriculum of what I teach people in personal finance at the University of Florida. And there, as I understand, there are two or three other colleges in Texas that are doing the exact same thing. So it actually teaches you how to manage your money properly, how to measure decisions before they're made. Imagine if you knew what the outcome was going to be on your money before you made the decision. That's really what this comes down to, folks. I call it running the movie. Once we put everything in, and I use what is called a future GPS, financial GPS. What GPS, what is that? Well, see, to do anything with your finances for the future, the first thing you have to do is you have to know where you're at today. So we create a financial GPS, a picture of where you are today, and then we run the movie based on what's going on today to make a projection to say, okay, you're going to be okay, doesn't look so good, or you're going to run out of money way too soon. And in that movie will lead us to find the efficiencies of money that I refer to it as, is finding money that you are losing unknowingly and unnecessarily, learn how to get it back, and turn it into tax-favored, tax-free retirement income. And also the 4 rules that I teach people that coincide with all this. Number one, the goal is to save 20% of your gross annual income. I've never met I don't think I've met more than a couple people in my career that were saving that much annually, because you see, we live to our level of income. Our lifestyle today fights with and is at war with our future lifestyle. So we, in a lot of things we do today, we are spending our future lifestyle today because we live in a I want it now society. I want it now. I want it that quick. I want it right now. And because of that, it really impacts the success that you may or may not have going forth into the future in doing that. Rule number 2 is you want to accumulate capital equal to half of your annual income. 50% of your gross annual income in accessible cash. That means you would never have to run a credit card balance and risk paying 18 to 22 to 24 to 28% interest on your money. Number 3 is no personal debt. And debt is something you bought something that you could not pay for out of 30 days of income. And therefore, you have to dedicate future income you have yet to earn, to pay for something that may be worn out or even gone when you actually pay for it. And number 4, the most important of all, is accept the responsibility of learning how and growing into becoming the CFO at home, Chief Financial Officer of your household, Chief Financial Officer of your finances. And that's what this comes down to, folks. Efficiency of money. Finding money you're losing unknowingly and unnecessarily, bring it back into your life and use it to fix and create wealth beyond anything that you even thought you could create. Get my books, The Family Money Farm, The CFO Project, and Financial Mastery Coaching, The Blueprint. If you go to cfo-project.com, it's going overhead right there. Put in your name and email address, and you will get an email with a link to download both of those books. The Family Money Farm, The CFO Project, and Financial Mastery Coaching, The Blueprint. If you'd like a hard copy or a real copy signed, autographed by me, of Financial Mastery Coaching, The Blueprint, that is available on there. In the US of A, it's $20. If you live outside of the USA, it's $35. So that's just cost of shipping it out. I sent one out a week or so ago to Pakistan. It cost me $34 to ship that book to somebody in Pakistan. So God bless you all. We'll see you at least again, I hope, in another week. May God bless you and reward you with abundance all of your days. God bless.